Hey all, welcome back to another episode of Teen Q's podcast. Today we are going to be talking about Gen Z and social media. Gen Z are also called digital natives because they grew up shaped by technology, and the internet is an integral aspect of their daily life. This generation is the backbone of the society's ever changing opinions, new trends, and new fashions. Gen Z is the generation that empowers change. One reason teens generally have a more positive view of social media is that they see it as a way to connect both to their friends and to a more diversified group of people. A lot of teenagers, especially, say that social media helped them interact with people from different backgrounds and different experiences. It helped them gain access to different points of view, and mainly, it helps them show their support for causes and issues that are important to them. Another reason is because of how different Gen Z's approach is towards mental health. I mean, just look at us, talking and unpacking all of our trauma together as a whole generation. Isn't that cool? Besides that, our generation addresses mental illnesses as a real thing, and we refuse to treat it like a handicap, which is such forward thinking. Let's talk about how social media influences the mental health of teenagers. Right? On the bright side, amazing organizations such as TeenQ have taken up important issues and we talk about them. We have shared trauma, which makes it much easier for so many people to identify specific repetitive patterns and structures and collectively heal from them altogether. The post-millennial cohort has a strong sense of purpose and feels connected to important causes. Gen Z is socially aware of global issues like Black Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, Tax the Rich, Peg the Patriarchy, and they value diversity. Gen Z also rejects gender-confirming identities, rooting for diverse representation to extend the ideal of fluid boundaries of gender. They're also constantly fighting gender discrimination and toxic masculinity. Gen Z's self-loving and self-expression mantras are shaping social progressions and traditional beauty norms. They are breaking down stereotypes by proudly wearing and being what makes them feel good. Nowadays, we see a lot of male influencers wearing makeup and being who they think they are. In their own skin, they feel happy, right? Today's youth, that is us, we want proof rather than positioning, and we will turn our backs on those who try to fool us while uniting behind those who we believe are being authentic in their intent and powerful in their actions. But there also remains an undeniable fact that social media also has its negatives. Let's talk about those aspects, starting with how we subconsciously compare ourselves with others. To boost self-esteem and feel like a sense of belonging in social circles, a lot of people post content with the hope of receiving positive feedback through likes and comments. They're searching for validation on the internet that serves as a replacement for meaningful connections that they might make in real life. FOMO, that is, fear of missing out, also plays a huge role. Missing experiences can create anxiety and depression. When people look online and see that they're excluded from an activity, it can affect thoughts and feelings, and it can also affect them physically. This is very important to you. If you want to feel better, understand that you are a completely different person with incomparable abilities. This comparison that you're doing is hurting you, and you must not do that to yourself. For Gen Zers, social media is more than just posting or getting likes. It does help us get validation, that is true. But it also acts as a connecting network. Teens have found meaningful relationships with other teenagers or organizations who strive to help each other out. I have discovered communities and representation through social media, which I could have never discovered if the internet did not exist. The Teen Q is a great example here, a community for teenagers by teenagers that is understanding and helpful. It is great to always have someone who listens to you, and social media may fix that for you. And with that, we come to the end of this episode. Thank you for listening, and make sure to tune in for the next episode.